Okay, so first things first, when I head downstairs, I literally have to light the candles to, set the ambiance. I don't know if anyone else does this, but it keeps me so relaxed in the morning. And it's also something to get off my mind about how I want to go back to bed. So, candles it is in the morning. So to make this, you need salt, black pepper, paprika, and olive oil. And then you also need I think it's two russet potatoes. I don't even know. And then you chop them up in like squares, if that even makes sense. Like 1-inch squares. Does that even make sense? I'll link the Pinterest down below. But basically, I just cut up all of the potatoes into like little squares. Then after, I coat it with olive oil, and then I also add the other condiments. Is it condiments? Spices like paprika and black pepper. And I normally add the salt at the end because that's what it said in the instructions. Apparently, it doesn't get crispy if you add salt like 5 minutes before you're supposed to put it in. You're supposed to put it like a minute before you're putting it in the oven. So that's what I'm doing right now. I only added the pepper and olive oil and paprika, and then I just kind of let it sit there for a little bit so the potato can like grasp all of that spice flavor. Next, I take my baking pan or sheet and I just coat it in olive oil so that like the potatoes don't stick and burn on one side. I actually forgot to do this the first time, so learn from my mistakes. Oh, also, I literally can't put potatoes in the tray. And I separate them a little bit so they can cook better, and you also have to mix it in between, so that's why I kind of separate them throughout, but not separated. And then, a little hot there, a little spicy there. But basically, why is my pan really lopsided? Is that just me? And then that is the final result of the potatoes. It looks so good. I love potatoes in the morning. It's so good. And then I have ketchup on the side with hot sauce, but I forgot to include the hot sauce. And then for my choice of drink, I decided to have some ice green tea. Okay, it is smoothie time. So first things first, I get the spinach out of the refrigerator, and then I got my blueberries, and I was literally gonna immediately put it into a bowl, and then I totally forgot that I had to wash it, and it already came in strained, so I might as well wash it that way. And also, excuse my dishes on the side. I should have planned this video better. But basically, I am washing my blueberries, and then I'm cutting my banana in a fancy freaking way. I don't even know. I could have just peeled it off, but me being fancy. I'm literally Gordon Ramsay. And then I started cutting up my banana horribly, and then I put it into the strainer with the blueberry so that it's easier for me to transfer onto the blender. And then you might be wondering, Mary, why are you chopping up your spinach? Basically, I just wanted to blend it better just because my blender is literally $10 at Walmart, and so it's just easier for the blender, so it can mix up better, and it doesn't I don't get one huge piece of chunk of spinach, you know what I mean? Then I decided to add some ice cream, French vanilla icing, oh my god, ice cream, to make it a little bit sweeter. And then I just blend it all together. Also, I had a struggle for 5 minutes to try to blend it all together because it was just not blending in my $10 blender. So I know it doesn't really look that appetizing, but I swear it's so good. And then I also had some leftover meat from last night's dinner that my mom made. Have some pep in my step, I decided to have some afternoon coffee, and I have this reusable the K-cup thing, and I filled it up with the beans, and I was gonna press the button, and I realized there was no cup at the bottom. I'm so dumb. And this is the satisfying part. Are you ready? I bet you're not ready for this. Also, there's ice in the cup because I wanted to make iced coffee. Look. Oh my god, isn't that so satisfying? I don't know. That satisfies me a lot. To make myself like a little barista, I decided to take some caramel syrup and then put it all on the bottom like they do at Starbucks because I was craving it that way. And then I basically like rolled it and stuff and tried to get it everywhere. And look at that swirl. Like, look at how beautiful my coffee is. Like, that's amazing. Oh, so good. And of course, I had my hot Cheetos on the side. I always have like chips with my iced coffee in the afternoon. Lastly, for dinner, I had some bagel bites. These were so good, and they're so fast to make. They only take like 10 minutes. And I love bagel bites. I have them like almost every night or like every lunchtime just because they're so easy to make, and they're so good, and they're so small, and they're so cute. I don't know.